Good morning, everyone. Ryan Conley here, and today is our sixth edition of our podcast, Superhuman Frequency Podcast. This last week was a little bit of blur, and I do apologize for not being here for the Tuesday webinar. People have been really moving fast with the sales. We want to give you some time to focus on all your attention and energy going out there to helping your leadership and stuff and just running it with it. And I've been busy on three-way phone calls as well. So today I want to introduce to you a special friend of mine that is now with us. And you guys, I want to do more interviews. So in the future, if you want to be interviewed by me on here or have a panel and discuss certain things, please let me know. I want to make sure these are things that you guys want to keep coming back for. So today we have Corie Maue with us from California.
Hi, everyone.
Corie is awesome. Corie and I have been in some other ventures together. I think we were cross-line or something like that, right, Corie?
Seriously.
Yeah, cross-line. You know, just this particular project working at Healy, I'm just glad that we're really connected on this, Corie, because I sense this is the purest energy ever in network marketing. Like, I can't imagine doing anything else besides raising the vibration of the freaking world right now when the world is just being hit hard right now. I mean, I know you and I have a lot of similar beliefs and stuff, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really, it's a challenging time for a lot of people. And so I think people are on the hunt for something that can help them dig out mentally and emotionally and physically. And for us, we took a look at this and honestly, at the beginning, Ryan, I have to say, we looked at it and we're like, that sounds super weird. Like, we don't, our minds were just so traditionally aligned with we've always been into alternative, treatments and things like that. But Healy is definitely a big shift from what we had looked at in the past. And so we were a little like, we'll look at that later. And then it just kept popping up for us and popping up and popping up. And I said, all right, let's take a look. And the second we sort of opened our minds to it, like not even before we got ours, I have to tell you, it's so weird. Even before it arrived, like things were shifting around here in tangible ways, like really crazy.
We noticed that. That's kind of interesting. It's just like once you connect the intention with the mission is what's happening right there. All of a sudden things start rolling. That's why people start feeling the Healy, it seems like, before their device arrives. It's weird.
Seriously.
Right? It's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So you've been part of other network marketing. Let's just talk about your past briefly, Corie, and how long you've been in the marketing industry and why you see this as a superior opportunity to other health and wellness companies. There's a lot of health and wellness companies, from skincare to weight loss and everything like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So just a little background for us. We built our primary business, which is basically
you and your husband.
Yeah, my husband and I built our primary business, which is basically a brick and mortar business to business nationwide notary loan signing service 20 years ago. And we worked our butts off round the clock, sweat, tears, the whole bit. And built that strong, and we're very well known and respected within that community. But it reaches a point where that can only go so far. We're very blessed that's provided the primary source of income for our family, which we now have 8 of us.
Yeah. Wow.
Our oldest is 8 of us. Yeah. So our oldest is almost 14, and then we adopted 3 that are now 7, 6, and almost 5, and then we adopted my parents. So my folks live with us now too. And so we have this nice, big, beautiful house in Southern California, and we're very grateful. But, there's not a lot of passion around notary work. I know that's so shocking to hear. So as much as we're grateful for it, we've actually been able to turn that business over to our team, and they take care of that. So I've always been looking for something else to engage with, because I'm a person who loves to connect with people and solve a problem and help and do all that stuff. So we've tried a couple other different things. And I will say for us, Healy is so different than anything else that we've ever done, simply because it's, I don't know, it's just different in every single way, where I'm so grateful for the energy of the company, for the support from you and Tony O'Brien, who brought us in. And just the fact that it's so revolutionary. Every single person I talk to, whether they have pain or emotional trauma or are simply focused on elevating the vibration of mankind.
Yeah.
The kind of people that I'm attracting right now is freaking me out. Like, so many amazing people. And in the past, I have to say that I've done network marketing for the purpose of making money. That was like literally my goal. I've got to make more money.
I'm guilty.
Right? Yeah. Like, I've got to make more money. And you know what? I will tell you, I have crushed leadership retreats and this and that. And I've onboarded so many people. I'm an excellent recruiter. I love bringing people into something new. But when it came to running my teams or whatever, I just kind of would lose my passion for it, because again, it was all about achieving, getting to the next thing. And I just realized that my soul was not aligned with that. Like, I literally walked away from two very successful, I'm not walked away, I handed my team up to my upline, and I said, listen,
That's really putting it.
this is crushing me. Like, I'm distracted from my family. I'm obsessed with getting that next person, that next number, that next dollar, that next retreat, that next whatever, that rank up. And I'm like,
hamster wheel.
I hate myself. Like, I'm not this isn't who I was born to be.
Right.
So for me to move into something that we just flow with, and that we help as many people as possible, somebody much wiser than me once said, the more people you help, the more money you're going to make. Right. So if the more people we help, the more people that I help more people, like, that's where my mindset is at right now. And it is flowing like crazy. I literally have like 30 maybe messages going right now. And I'm like, I don't care if you buy this thing or not. I just need you to know that this is helping me, and I think it can help you. And if people are into it, they're into it. And if they're not, trust me, they're going to pop back up in another month or two and be like, so wait a minute, tell me again about that.
Love that.
So, yeah, it's a total shift for us. Absolutely.
Gosh, it's come to me in meditation that just to focus on Healy, like it was the highest calling, that it brought back the best karma. And you look at what everyone else does there in the world. I always say, if not this, then what? Why would you not want to be making money in a way that helps someone's health and wellness so freaking much? Like, beyond just an exercise, I mean, just a whole new way that the world's never seen. To me, that is the highest calling. I can't imagine ever. I mean, it's fun to do other things, yeah, because you tap more into people, but then you use those other things to bring those people back to and Healy, because you want them to have health and wealth, and those things go. I mean, my goodness, so the sales have just been bonkers with this. Right. And what I want to touch base on was that we now have the United States so planted right now. It's like the seeds have been planted. When they extend the sale, they've been over generous. They extended it like 2 times in a row. We all knew we're kind of used to them extending sales and stuff, and that's good. It's just, I mean, here we have a company that has no competition in the world at all. I mean, what is the competition out there? I mean, really,
I've never seen anything like it.
Well, and you look at market share for different niches out there, Corie, and it's like, well, let's look at the CBD industry out there. There's a lot of companies out there. It's diluted right there. Let me go ahead and delete there. Okay, excuse me, mute there. But so to have the opportunity, and our goal to go into 100 million homes over at Healy and be ahead of such a mass, because all we have to do is make a new frequency, for example. I think I see a collective of consciousness coming into this company of not just leadership, but also talent and scientists and doctors. And so it's becoming, why would someone want to start an additional company to, when we have this, I see it as a beautiful thing, Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, it really is refreshing to be part of an opportunity. We're not in the hustle. What kind of mantras do you start your day off with? I know you're a pretty spiritual person, Corie. Like, I mean, what's your tips on manifesting? Because you're a very positive, upbeat person.
Yeah. So I will say before I even get out of bed, I honestly, even before I get out of bed, I tell myself, and there's a POD song that's like, today is a good day. I'm grateful for every breath I take. I won't take it for granted. Like, I sing that to myself every day. And so I get my mind right, because believe me, there have been days in the past, and I've had to walk away, honestly, Ryan, from a couple of things recently, because I didn't like how it made me feel in the morning when I woke up. When I wake up and I think like, crap, like, this day, I'm going to have to be on that call and I'm going to have to deal with these people. And I lost sleep last night thinking about that.
What if you had to
And
get
I had to let that go.
what if
Well,
you had
I mean, I was involved with a film production company that I was really excited about and had a lot of good messaging and a lot of positive, encouraging, motivational, um, mindset stuff. But the business model was not working for me. Like I was putting a lot of energy into it. And again, I will say that in the past I've been very money motivated. With this, I was very like giving from the heart motivated, but
right?
it reached a point where I had to protect my time more.
Definitely, because
And I had to be, yeah, I had to focus on what was gonna really provide for my family, and that
yeah,
was gonna, we have to produce fruit of some sort, you know what I mean, like whatever it is. And even if it's not money, there has to be fruit of our labor for us
yep.
to sustain. And I just, that I was starting to like shrink, and I just, that's not me. Like I need to live my biggest
Well,
self because
everyone,
that's what the world needs.
you're right. Everyone should be living like that, and but when they are not able to live their life and passion and what makes them feel good
Yeah.
every single day. I mean, I don't believe people are happy going to a 9 to 5 every single day for 40 years to the same office. I don't buy it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
for
So
sure.
we have breaking where the world is going right now into home-based business, and actually, I mean, to raise. I mean, I got my kids in homeschool after this webinar. I go, teach them and stuff like this. So both my daughters are here, and just where the world's going. We need the entrepreneur spirit to really come out. Everyone has it inside them. I'm 100%. Everyone has it inside them to go ahead and provide and do something good. You just have to make that slight adjustment and work with a good team that has a lot of support, like you and me and other people, and we will make it happen. It's an energy exchange, which I've noticed with Healy when we have a 3-way phone call, and the energy being transferred. When someone just enrolls someone, it does not connect them. I say, when you enroll someone, you get them on the phone with me also. I'm not trying to close them. I'm just transferring. I'm not even necessarily trying to say any exact word. It's the energy exchange that takes place right there, that because I've been there's a crazy energy exchange going on with us.
For sure.
And it is so nice to be out of the one thing how I first started my Healy business here was Corie, was I painted the picture that I've already seen the financial collapse has already happened, because it is like taking place. We are going to move. I mean, this obviously is happening. There's a global reset taking place where there's going to be plenty of abundance. So if there's
Sure.
plenty of abundance, I mean, US dollar has been brought down to 3 pennies on the dollar. It's completely worthless. People can't even comprehend what that means. I say if you double the US dollar, people are half as broke. You double again at 24%. People are so freaking rich, and it's only a quarter of the true value of a dollar. Money's a joke. There will be plenty of abundance that's coming, but right now, so the highest calling is to help people raise their frequency, because we are the light that shines in the world to bring more people into this. And there's a whole deep rabbit hole of a lot of interesting stuff that is with the cool and open-minded people that aren't stuck in a job 9 to 5. I'm not making fun of this, but we're more receptive with the free thinkers and the healers and all this phenomenal stuff that's the people that we're running with. You're right about the circle that you're creating.
Oh yeah, for sure. I will say like anyone, and again, it doesn't have to be this. I mean, obviously this is where my heart is right now, and I'm like, I was resistant because trust me, I know Ryan, you have the same situation. Like how many times a week does a friend say, "Hey, I got something I want you to look at." And you're like, "All right, send it over." So we get pitched a lot because we're really powerful people and we have a lot of influence, a lot of connection, and we've been very successful in various projects in the past.
Right.
But I literally say, I've said to 4 or 5 people within the last 2 weeks, listen, I really need to protect my energy right now. And so I need to conserve my energy for what's working for me and my family. And
Right.
so I so appreciate you thinking of me, and I'm very responsive. Like I never ignore those people because that's super rude. I always respond, and I just say, thank you so much for thinking of me, but I really need to just focus on what we're doing to move forward. But with respect to them, I will say anybody that's working on adding another income stream to their life is so freaking smart right now, because if you're a hairdresser, you should be selling shampoo. If you're a beauty stylist or whatever, you should be selling makeup. Like you should have something else that's another income stream. These are the people that are surviving right now and not stressing out and freaking out about what's going to happen. And trust me, my primary business is dependent on real estate. We're going to go into a foreclosure market. Sorry, world. It just is what it is. the reset is going to happen. And so I'm always thinking 2 years ahead. I'm never thinking like, what am I doing today and tomorrow? I'm always thinking, how can my future life
Well,
at
you got to if
least
you have
be
children,
sustained?
especially 8.
Absolutely, if not more abundance. And so always thinking about how we're going to be adding to our bottom line and making the world a better place. Like this fits all those boxes for me. And so I really, really encourage anyone that is not thinking at least that far ahead to open your mind a little bit and think about how you can get yourself situated to be in a better spot 2 years from now than you are today. If not next month. Like I've got a number in my head every day that I'm working towards. Again, it's not my primary motivation, but I mean, I've got 8 people to provide for. Don't think about money. Of course I do.
You know my 45-day goal is here, Corie?
I want to hear it.
$100,000 a month at Healy. $100,000 a month in 45
Do
days.
it. Go get it.
Mapped out. Fully mapped
Totally doable. Totally doable.
I mean, we're watching
Absolutely.
Carson, these guys making ridiculous hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And it's such a good feeling that it's truly about, I mean, I'm like, gosh, that guy spread frequency around the world more than I like that as competition. One thing I want to share with people on this call and who sees this on the replay is how I feel about Healy is if you're not using this technology, even if you come at $500, it is going to cost you more. It will cost you more. This is not a threat. It's a reality in your health over the next I don't even care if you look at it 3 years out, from getting sick and having to go to the doctor with a simple cold to anything like this, to having inflammation issues, because inflammation is such a big issue. That is, and I say, if Healy just removed the inflammation of the body, it's worth $500. It's worth, I would say honestly, from what I know about inflammation reduction and how it's made my face thinner, how my body fat has gone down, how my exercise, I feel phenomenal. I feel energized in the morning. Just that alone, I would have no problem of other technologies I see out there to spend $10,000 for this little $500 device. It's that simple. When you agree? Look at the Beamer mat, for example. I mean, the mats out there, right? $7,000 for a few frequencies, you know?
Right.
So, anyways, I'm really
the price point is phenomenal. I think like our situation is Patrick has had frequent onset acute migraines for basically his whole life, and the doctors say intractable. We can't figure it out. I mean, we've tried every single medicine, everything, and we've spent, I mean, like tens of thousands of dollars on various things, the water and the thing that we have, the other I mean, I don't want to talk about other stuff, like, because for people, there are other things that work well for people. And I'm not discounting that at all, but the price point on this device and the amount of results that we've gotten in such a very short period of time, for me, it's like mind blowing. People should be lining up around the block to grab one of these as fast as they can.
I'm going to read you some stats real fast. This is crazy because I shared stats going on. Healy now has passed 150,000 distributors, up from about 120,000 last week. So we're up about 30,000 distributors in about 7 to 10 days or something like this. I'm looking at this. I mean, I encourage everyone to create a free membership at Healy, because I'm calling people that create free memberships. I'm like, oh, by the way, you have 4 million points underneath you. You may want to buy this device. You know what I'm saying? So everyone can create a free account. I can't believe this. My point volume now in my strong leg is 5,419,462 points.
Wow.
I got almost 500,000 in my other leg, which translates into a nice amount. And I watch my sales go from 18,000. Get this number. I had 18,420 people underneath me on 9/6. Okay, on 9/6. It is now 9/10. 4 days later, I went from 18,420 up to 19,171. That is about 700. Whoa, 700 new people joined the team in 4 days, which is crazy. So, not to brag, I like to track numbers. It shows the growth of what our company and our industry is doing right now. Our category creator of a product. So, Corie, I want to work really closely with you and everyone else on this call and really kick some butt. And I know there's a lot of big leaders coming from other companies over here, because let's face it, the markets are saturated. Network marketing companies out there that don't have a signature product such as this.
Agreed.
Wow.
Great. Wonderful. What a fantastic way to start the day.
Positive
this is
words,
fantastic.
Like that. We're going to wrap this up because we got homeschooling to do, probably more than one of us on the call here today. But Corie, you want to leave on some positive words here, please?
Absolutely. I just want to encourage you guys to just open your minds and open your hearts and lead with love. There are so many people out there that need what we have, and you are giving them a gift. Don't be shy about sharing this. You are giving them a gift by
Yes.
sharing. So just go for it. And we're all here to back you up. So anything that you need, you just let us know.
Yes, and you guys make sure every single day, my advice is to ask for the right people to come into your life every single day. So let us all hope for the right, wish for the right people to come into our life today. May the right people come into our life today for all of you so we can do the most today. All right? Namaste. I'm out of here. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Talk to
Bye.
you all later. Bye-bye.
All right.